So I want you to really listen to what I'm saying right now because it's very important. And when you get this skill down, it's going to come down to like greed, being overconfident, things like that. So I'm gonna actually just go into the chart and show you what happened today. Today was the perfect case of me just being overconfident. I could just see the trades. I'm like, I'm not backing down. I'm going for the win. So that's really what happened today. I wanted to actually like say it in the start of the video. Like if you see the video is probably very long, like 15-20 minutes. It's probably a losing video because I over traded. So hopefully we're gonna aim for doing a lot less trades. But honestly, today was just a straight case of just over trading, just plain and simple, nothing even special about it. I just over traded. I'll show you why I entered, where I got stopped out on most of the trades because there were losses, where I took some profits, but honestly it was just all psychology at this point because I just did not follow my strategy to the T and I over traded. So on this platform I traded 3 times, so that's within range, but on the other platform I went for like 7 trades, so that's what really messed me up. So on this one I entered at 9:30 to the downside, sell side, and I entered at 3:20.66. So I entered to the sell side as it started to push down here. And you can see the MACD was giving me that reason to enter. But the next candle was a huge wick up, and that wick up is what hit me out on my stop loss. And I'll just draw it up here. Hopefully you should be able to see the chart because I'm just showing you what happened today, right? So what happened today? The market opened at 9:30. I entered to the downside here because my MACD was showing me bearishness, and then I got stopped out, meaning I had a defined risk on the trade. So I had a defined risk on the trade of 321.14. So thing about trading, I think ideally is if you can know exactly where your risk is and try to get the momentum of a move to in your favor, like to the downside or the upside, that's how you make money. So I have a set risk here at the highest point of the same candle, and then as this candle opened it hit me out before continuing down. So I was right, yes, but I didn't assume a lot of risk in the trade, and that's what stopped me from getting this move to the downside, right? And then let me see, the next trade now was at 9:55. So let's move this. So it will be on the same candle, the 9:55 candle. And then I got stopped out. Same candle because I went to the buy side. So let me see. I entered at 321.03, right? So I entered at 321.03. You still had bearishness in the MACD, so bearish would have been the play here. So I entered to the buy side here, thinking I could catch it to the upside. And then I got stopped out at 320.7. So there, going to the downside would have been a great trade. I would have been able to ride it to the downside. But I actually flipped the trade when I lost on that initial trade. And I tend to do that, especially when I just have a quick losing trade, like I just want to get it back. So that's something I'm noticing with my psychology. I didn't even have a bearish engulfing or a bullish engulfing print either. So I had no reason entering this trade. So I didn't even follow my strategy here from what I'm looking at. Unless it showed me that on the NASDAQ 100. But my strategy was definitely not followed here. So I can look at where I messed up in the market essentially. And this was a winning trade from, let me see, this was at 10. And then I closed the trade 4:10, 2. That was a 2 o'clock candle, huh? 2 o'clock. So I had a sell side trade here at 319.18. Ooh. So I had a sell side at a kind of high level on the 10 o'clock candle. And then I close it right here for a profit of $27. So I lowered my risk at this point, but I shouldn't have even lowered it at that point. I should have lowered it during the day while I was trading because you can see I hit it with 200 shares, 200 shares each. Even though I had a set risk of losing 170, it was still a pretty nasty day. I lost 155, 145 here, right? 144.5 on the overall day on this platform, right? So that's what happened on that platform. Let me bring up the other platform. Let's get into it. So, first trade was entered for us. So that's at 9 o'clock. 13, 1, 8, 2.7. So enter to the sell side here, to the buy side here to actually get a move to the upside. So I was totally wrong on that. And then I got stopped out within 2 minutes on the same candle. I got stopped out within 2 minutes on the same candle, and it was at the 22 one. Yeah, at 13190.2. 13190.2. So I entered to the downside, to the upside here. What was happening here? Bullish movement. So I just entered to the wrong way, and that's just what happens. I just got wrecked there, right? So that was the first loss of 22. So I managed to keep my wrist tight there, but I didn't continuously do that from what I'm showing. So the next trade was at 10:30. Okay. So 10:30, 10:30. So if this was 9:17, this is 10:30. Okay. No. So that one was 8:30. So this is 9:30. My apologies. It's so confusing. You can see it on the chart. So I entered at 9:30. Second trade to the sell side. 9:30 was to the sell side at 13189.9. 189.9. The good thing about this is that you guys can pause it, but I'm just actually doing this straight up live and not cutting a lot of it. So I entered to the downside here, and it's the same wick that kind of cleared me out. So even though I was right, it's just like this wick was just too nasty, right? Same way I got hit out, just like the other one. You can see I'm basically doing the same strategy across platforms, and if I lose double, but if I win, I'll win both. But it's just me repeating the strategy a lot and trying to just get consistency with it regardless of the platform. So on one platform, I'm like trading 100 shares. On the other platform, it's literally the lot sizes, and you know how to configure your lot sizes to trade a certain amount depending on the setup, right? So this was the second trade, and then the third trade. You know, when we're getting into three trades now, that should be my cap. So my third trade was at 9:50, so that would have been the 9:45 candle. 9:45, and let's see, I entered at 13156.6, right? I got what's it, stopped out again. Enter no 13186. Ooh, I got you. 9:45. 13186.7. 86.7. Right? 13186.7. What kind of trade was this? A buy trade, right? And I got quickly stopped out. So that would have been the best way to get it to the downside. That one, nice week up. So that we should pay attention to. A nice week up, and then that push, that continuation of the downside push, gravy. Gravy. That would have been a great entry, but I entered to the upside here. So I got stopped out at 131.55.4 for a total loss of 125.20. So I entered to the downs to the upside here and got stopped out here. So at that point I should have known like, yo, you need to switch positions, bro. You feel me? But that's not exactly what happened. So this trade now is my fourth trade of the day. And you can see it was a nice gravy trade, but after that I still continued trading. I was just too confident. So I entered again after getting stopped out on this candle. You can see it's like I'm a high frequency robot trader or something. So I entered at 131.56.6, right? So I entered to the downside here. I mean, right before the next candle open, I was like, all right, if you're going down, we going down. You feel me? That's just how it's just how it goes. Like it's just chart movement. You can tell it. You can almost sense it. And then I closed it at 11:30. So that was at the no 10:30 on the 10:30 candle. So that's when I had a slight rebound, and I mean that would have been an ideal trade to just leave and go and never come back to the charts for the rest of the day, right? So you see I closed it like almost at the bottom of the day. So I enter to the downside here. You have the MACD, and then when you start to have that weakness or that wickedness, I would say the wickedness or the wickedness, it would be a time to exit because you see the market never kind of broke down that level. But I was chasing, so I was chasing. So when this opportunity came, I took it and then I tried to chase more because at this point I'm back above break even. But then after I just took myself back down, right? So he had weakness in the MACD, so I'm expecting a little green push, right? So I probably entered more to the bullish side. Well, I had a sell trade here at so I tried to kind of take it back again to the downside on the 1045 candle. So that was this one. So I had a bullish engulfing candle, yes, but it's not gonna be right all the time. But when I noticed that like it could be the probably the best time to trade. You have a 9 to 10, 11 window, right? And then if you're gonna get a continuation, you could get a nice move into 3 o'clock, 3:45. But ideally, it's just getting this move, which is 9:30 to 10, or it's gonna be 9:30 to 10. You feel me? Or 9:30 to 11, like a grind up quick, whoop, and then it kind of trigger out there or consolidate. So I entered to the downside here at 13083.4, right? Entered to the downside on that bullish engulfing, thinking we're gonna head down raw, right? So the next candle I got hit out, which was 11 on the 11 o'clock candle. Is that what we're saying? Yeah, the next candle I got hit out at, and that was at 131.13103. From you see those round numbers, you know it's a human make this number. You feel me? I put that into the thing. So I got hit out as it started to push up there. So at 210, yeah. I mean it's a bit higher than where the market actually went, but that's just how it trades in the day, really. It's a little off, right? So on the same candle now, what did I do now? No, the next candle over, I decided that I'm gonna trade it at trade it to the upside at 131.93.9, right? And then I got stopped out on the same candle You see how wicked that was at 131,083. So I got stopped out. Same candle for $43 loss. The previous one was $78 loss. And then next loss. And you can see, like, at the point I could have just left it. I got a nice move. I knew where I entered, I knew where I exited, and I just continued to trade. So it's literally me just tightening up my psychology and just running it because I'm hitting the trades. It's obvious. I'm transparent with it. You see all of my accounts, like, it's straight up. These are not on my accounts, but you see the accounts that I trade, right? So that's basically it. I'm sharing what I'm seeing. I hope you can find some value from this. Let me mark up the last trade now. So the last trade was 11:30, and let me see what happened. Entered at 131.02.8 to the buy side again. So I'm thinking, all right, there's a lot of support down here. You even have smart money concept like a order block down here. You can see it always wicking off of that level, right? But it never pushed down. It never push up and it never pushed down. So it was just range bound at that point. But you can see I had like strong support here. I'm like, yo, we going up. Nah, we never went up. So say, let me see, 3 hours after that. 3 hours after 11 dropped me at 2. And what happened here? Like, the boy just pushed down and just cleaned me out. So yeah, man, his stop loss is right there. Just touch it real quick and let's just move on with our day. You feel me? So that's what happened. Like, it just came right down into the order block, stopped me out, and then come back up. But I still didn't even get a move up. So I wouldn't even have made money if I didn't get hit out at the stop loss. But tomorrow, how we gonna run this? I'm thinking 0.1, 0.2 lot size max, and 2, 3 trades max, bro. Like, if I lose, I lose. If I win, I win. Let's take this home. You feel me? Look at this now. I have a bearish engulfing on the Nasdaq 100. What is that telling us? We could hop in a trade right now. We're not seeing a lot of liquidity, but it's interesting because it's almost like a flag. Or maybe I'm looking at a too short time window or something. Like, I'm just looking at the 15 minutes. And let me clear this. But anyways, guys, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you appreciate it. And we'll be learning much more and getting much better at this. And I'll see you. Okay? Hope we get all rich. Let's get this bag. See you. Bye. Bye.